welcome back, t-shirt makers. We are here with another episode of making. Today we're going to just be making a bag with this Mom Boss Affirmation DTF, right? We're going to be making a shirt. And let's go over today's lesson. Maybe you are a woman who gives everything. This video is for you. You are able to finally receive, okay, queens? You're the backbone of your family, the one who remembers, organizes, nurtures, and holds everything together. But somewhere along the way, you stopped pouring into you, right? So, this is where you show up for your self, not just for your business, okay? For your family, for your self care, okay, queens? And I help you create a soft life experience where you're hardworking. You are a hardworking queen, where you could finally reset, allow yourself to be and become nurtured into, poured into, okay? That is what you deserve to be taken care of. And also, we have to take care of ourselves, okay? So today we're going to go over a few things. Let me grab my notes. We're going to go over by the end of today's session, right? We are going to go over why your designs aren't the reason you're not getting sales. Okay, queens? The three business systems every t-shirt makers need, the exact gaps that are blocking your visibility and the conversation that you need to have. Okay, queens? And then we want to know what we're fixing first so our business can grow on purpose, not by accident. Okay? So, most t shirt makers don't have a design problem, they have a marketing problem. That's where the real problem is. So, let me break this down to you. Okay? Grab your pens, grab your papers, queens, and let's get to discussing what's really the issue. So you can make money in your sleep, be successful in your business, and not just have this as another hobby. If you're a queen that have been following me, I welcome. Thank you for hitting that like button and subscribing. Also, share this with another queen that a t-shirt maker, business t-shirt maker, DTF maker that decides to go on with her business, but she feels as if it's difficult or she's pausing because the marketing is just not flowing. So I'm going to show you today that your marketing system can flow. You can attract buyers. So grab your pens, grab your papers, queens, and let's get flowing. Why are you posting but not attracting buyers? Number one, before we continue, I'm going to let this sit because it is hot. Um, I know someone asked me if the big industry companies they produce so many t-shirts and products every day and they don't wait 10 minutes and they just peel, why can't we? Well, for beginner t-shirt makers, beginners, and creative beginners, right? Creative makers. We want to make sure that we are doing this correctly. Um, each DTFs are different. You have the cold ones, you have the hot, heated ones, and what I have, and sometimes what you may not know, not all of them, all the DTFs are the same. So you want to wait to be on the cautious side. Okay, don't have to, but to be on the cautious side, you want to wait at least 10 minutes. Reasoning why, because you just want to make sure that um, when you are pressing, that it's actually going to adhere to the material. As a new creative maker business, you just want to give value and to make sure that your products are where they are at high value. Okay. We don't want to rush the process. We want to make sure that we're being successful in the process and in this journey. Okay. So we're going to let this sit for a good 10 minutes and we are going to start our shirt as well. Okay. So, number one reason why you're posting but you're not attracting buyers is you don't have a clear audience. Why? Because posting equals marketing. Well, marketing requires a clear audience. And let me make this clear. Even though I said posting equals marketing, posting can also not equal marketing. Reasoning why is how you're doing it. If you go into the store, right, and you're shopping for something, you know what you want, but you also want to just look around. And then the sales associate, the floor associate comes and says to you, "Can I help you?" But you know you just want to look around, right? This is why I say that posting doesn't equal marketing. There was no help. So just like when you're posting, if you're not posting with an intention, if you're not posting to actually give value, then there is no marketing. You're now just posting to post. There you have not touched a clear audience. And the reason why you have not touched a clear audience is because you have not created a clear message, t-shirt makers. We can't create an offer, right? If we don't even have a clear message. So just like how you're seeing me create my t-shirt now, and Mother's Day is coming up, right? My audience has a message from me, not just a posting from me, telling them what I did and go and get it. Now, imagine going into that store again, going back into that store, and instead of the floor clerk, the sales clerk coming to you and saying, "Is there anything that I can help you with?" And then you tell them no, and then they still hound you, right? That's where the direction that we're going here. No one wants to be hounded. No one wants to open their social media and keep seeing buy me, buy me, buy me. That's just like going to the store and seeing the clerk keep coming to you and asking you what you want when you already gave them the answer of I'm just looking. Okay? When it's time to actually look for somebody and when you need something, you can't find someone. I'm just saying. But anyway, if you know, you know. Um So make sure you have a clear audience. In order to have a clear audience, you need to have a clear message. So let's stop posting our offers. Let's stop doing show and tell wrong, queens. And that's exactly what our social media is. It's show and tell. How are you showing up doing show and tell? Right? What is your audience understanding from you, receiving from you? in order, write this down, to have a clear reason to buy from you. Now, where is my measuring? Okay, we want to make sure that they have a clear reason to purchase from you. I'm going to try to start doing this. This is a little tip. Start doing this. I wouldn't do it this way though. No, I wouldn't do it this way. But that's a little tip for you guys to start doing that gently. You don't have to do it hard. Okay. So problem number one, as we take our measuring tape to make sure that our DTF is straight. And it is straight. Number one, the first problem is your contact doesn't answer. Why should someone buy this t-shirt from you right now? So that's not going to convert. That's not going to make you any money. If what you're creating does not answer why they should buy from you right now. What your content is saying doesn't resonate with your audience. Okay. Problem number two. As we write this down, you're creating shirts, but not creating demand. What is in demand right now? What is popular? What is what the people want? How are you doing your research, business owners? Okay. It's not always about printing, printing, printing. Okay. This is what I mean about making money in your sleep. Okay. Who is our audience? You're creating shirts, but not creating that demand. Demand is created through being repetitive. I'm going to say repeating, being repetitive, being relevant, okay? Having other queens and t-shirt makers resonate with you. And your positioning, meaning what are you good at? What is your skill? How can you give value to another t-shirt maker, business owner, queen? So I want you to think of it like this. If your audience doesn't see themselves in your content and resonate with what you're posting, right? Then they're not going to see themselves in your products. They're not going to see themselves loving this t-shirt and making this affirmation t-shirt. They're not going to see themselves enjoying and needing this bag for the beach time and looking stylish, allowing that soft life to come into their life. So if you're not being repetitive, if you're not being relevant, if you're not allowing resonating ideas and feelings to come in your posting your content, then you're not positioning yourself correctly. And all that is showing up more, having more confidence, practicing more, right? How are you showing up for your business? So, how do your audience see themselves in your products? In order to see themselves in your products, they have to see themselves in your content. Okay, and number three, the third problem you're having, right? You're working hard, but not strategically making the most t shirts, right? You're making designs based on trends. You're posting randomly. Let's take a coffee break right now. You're selling to everybody. And that's the mindset I used to have. I was selling to everybody. Everybody was my market. I understood and heard about niching down, but I just felt as if I could help everybody. But you should niche down. And if you do not know what niche and niching down, how to niche down, what to do to niche down, and who you are niching down to, then this is why you should join the DTF Hub. We're pouring into queens and t-shirt makers and t-shirt creatives that need to position themselves and become more relevant in their marketing and showing up for their business, pouring more into their self-care compared to running themselves low and dry for the business. So you're working hard but not strategically, t-shirt maker. So most of us, when we first start, we make designs based on trends. And again, like I said, we sell to everybody. That was me. I thought I could help everybody. No. I'll give you a little tip right here. We're too busy thinking that we can sell to everybody because we're too busy comparing ourselves to everybody, all the other t-shirt makers and t-shirt creatives. And that's just exactly what it is, creatives. So be creative in your journey, be creative in your lane so you can show up strategically, have your audience see themselves through your content, have a clear message and offer so your audience can have a clear reason to buy. So it's not just about creating and designs and needing this design and posting randomly. I said that you had to be repetitive. You had to be relevant. So which means that you need to be consistent. Something a lot of us on our journey fail at because we go so hard on the wrong things and then we go through burnout. So t-shirt makers, stop posting randomly, create your system on when you need to post, and stop selling to everyone. So now this is where you can track, write this down, track what works for you. This is why I speak so, listen, in order to reset your energy, you have to meet yourself where you're at. Hence to why we can't sell to everybody. We can't make everyone happy. I want you to go ahead and try it because listen, if you're like my kids, you're not going to listen to me. You're going to try first and then come back around, reroute back around and then sit down and calmly listen. So after you do the hard-headed thing that I told you not to do, and then you actually work on the steps that I'm giving you, this is where you can track what worked and track what did not work, what wasn't so successful. And that's another thing we have to realize what success may look like for us and how fast we want results. So, teacher makers, results don't just come that fast. We have to keep producing consistently. It has to resonate with others. So, hence to why posting randomly doesn't work. It doesn't allow you to track what works, right? See why we should have wait. What I'm gonna do, I'm going to do another DTF. I'm going to show you after as soon as I print it, and then I am going to peel it right away. So you can see the fact that because it has not cooled down, that it's still on the transfer paper compared to it melting into here. Okay. So now next, what we're going to do is take our paper again and just print. And another last thing for why most t-shirt makers post working hard but not strategically, they don't have a weekly marketing plan. Just like in school, we were taught to create an outline. Just like in business, you have to create that outline for your business in order to be successful, in order for your business to work, so you don't have burnout, but you have growth. None of that, what you decide that you want to do when we first start as beginners, teaches us how to have growth, but it teaches us how to come into burnout fast. It sure does. So this is where we're going to get a mindset shift, right? So we're going to give you three systems that actually worked for me. Okay, not gonna keep you too long, queens. T-shirt makers. Number one is visibility. People have to see you. So create that schedule I just said that you don't have. Create that weekly marketing plan. Create that outline. Create the business plan. It could be monthly, it could be weekly, whatever you're going to do in order to stay consistent, whatever you're going to do to resonate in people's mind, whatever you're going to do to make sure you show up for your business and practice and allow yourself to pour and able to track your success and your failures. Failures are not always bad. Failures allow you to grow. Failures allow you to see why the current approach didn't work. So, t-shirt makers, be intentional with your schedule so you could be intentional with your message, so you could be intentional with your audience so you can know who you're talking to, so your audience can know exactly who you're speaking to. Okay, you don't have to sit there and create designs after designs and after designs and think that you're serving a trend. It's not about that. It's about being clear with the direction of your business. It's about being clear with your audience, being clear with your message, being clear with your offer, being clear about your marketing journey and your marketing system. What works for you? Because the queen that's been on her journey making her t shirt business more of a success has been showing up consistently, has been allowing her audience to resonate with her. She has been listening to her audience. She's checked in, not checked out. Okay? So, queens, if this has resonated with you, come join the DTF Starter Circle. The DTF Starter Circle, it welcomes beginners. It welcomes beginner creatives who are learning about DTFs, are learning about UV DTFs, are learning to learn, create, press, and profit. Okay? Learning to be on this journey with your confidence and knowing it's okay to ask questions, because I wish I had this support when I was just first starting my t shirt business. The support gives me clarity. It allows you to do your content drops, your business drops, and feel safe in a space in order to grow, in order to sell, in order to be successful, and in order to fail, in order to know how to be successful. So start your t-shirt business, your t-shirt making business with confidence. Because the DTF circle is where creativity begins. This is where you'll learn how to market your business and know who you're actually speaking to. So, Queens, come join us. Drop reset in the comment section and allow yourself to stop procrastinating. Allow yourself to stop pouring into everyone else, organizing everyone, nurturing everyone else, putting everyone else together. But then when it's time for you to be poured into, when it's time for your business to be poured into, you're looking around lost, loss of ideas. You're whispering and you need a reset. You need to reconnect. And then that takes you away from your business. It takes you away from showing up. It brings in procrastination, not clarity. So stop whispering, that's me, that's me. Because that was me. That's why I started this DTF starter circle. So queens can come show up confidently to ask questions in order to learn to profit. So if you are a small business owner, a creative, a t-shirt creative, the DTF starter circle will give you support, will give you clarity. We even have weekly drops, challenges, and this is a safe space for you to be on the journey, to ask questions, and to allow yourself to grow exactly where you are with no comparison, queens. That's exactly what the DTF Starter Circle provides. So if you're saying to yourself, you know what, that's me, I need that, I'm going to do that, then join us on this journey so you can market your business, so you can show the finishing touches of, you know what, it's not as hard as I made it to be. So, queens, make sure everything you do it the royal way. And thank you, thank you, thank you for liking, subscribing, and sharing this with another t-shirt maker, another t-shirt mom boss who decided that she's going to stop procrastinating. She's going to show up for her business and stop just pouring into everyone else, but also pour into her self-care and in her business.